Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today we wrap up Wes Craven's other horror movie franchise. Today we're going to take a look at Scream 5, starring Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Melissa Barrera, Jack Quaid, Jenna Ortega, Mikey Madison, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, Sonia Amar, Heather Matarazzo, and Skeet Ulrich. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And as I said in the introduction, today we're going to wrap it up, tie a bow around Wes Craven's other horror movie franchise, and we're going to take a look at Scream 5. And as our movie begins, it has been 25 years since Billy Loomis and Stu Macher's killing spree in Woodsboro. High school student Tara Carpenter is home alone when she is attacked by Ghostface, leaving her hospitalized as a result. Meanwhile, in Modesto, California, Tara's estranged older sister, Sam Carpenter, is informed by Wes Hicks, one of Tara's friends, about the attack. So Sam returns to Woodsboro with her boyfriend, Richie Kirsch, in order to be with Tara at the hospital. When she arrives, Sam is reunited with Tara's circle of friends, Wes, Amber Freeman, and twins, Chad and Mindy Meeks Martin. That night, Vince Schneider, who is Chad's girlfriend Liv McKenzie's ex-boyfriend, as well as the nephew of Stu Mocker, is killed by Ghostface. Back at the hospital, Sam is attacked by Ghostface. After she escapes, she tells Tara that she has been dealing with hallucinations of Billy Loomis, who Sam learned as a teenager was her biological father. Sam's true parentage resulted in their parents' separation, which is why Sam and Tara became estranged. Sam and Richie then go to visit Dewey Riley, who is now divorced from Gale Weathers. They ask for his help in stopping the killer, but Dewey declines. Feeling a sense of responsibility, Dewey contacts Gale, as well as Sidney Prescott, to warn them about the return of Ghostface and to tell them not to return to Woodsboro. Dewey, however, ends up changing his mind and joins Sam and Richie at the home of Chad and Mindy, where Dewey is reunited with Martha Meeks, the sister of Randy and the mother of Chad and Mindy. With the three attacks having been on people that were related in some capacity to the original killers, Mindy deduces that the killer is following the rules of a requel, a continuation of a narrative that derives heavily from the plot of the original, while using Tara and her friends as the new generation and Sam's connection to Billy Loomis as a way to weave in the legacy characters. Ghostface then murders Wes as well as his mother, Sheriff Judy Hicks, at their home. While at the scene of Sheriff Hicks's murder, Dewey is reunited with Gale, who has arrived in town to cover the story. Back at the hospital, Tara and Richie are attacked by Ghostface, but they are saved by Dewey and Sam. However, Dewey is killed when he goes back to try to finish off Ghostface. Sidney arrives in town after learning of Dewey's death and meets both Gale and Sam at the hospital. Sidney asks Sam to help stop the killer, but Sam declines, choosing to leave town with Richie and Tara instead. Sidney and Gale track the trio to Amber's home, which is revealed to be Stu Mocker's former house, where the original Woodsboro massacre took place. While a party is in progress to honor Wes's memory, Chad and Mindy are both attacked by Ghostface. As the friend group convenes, Amber pulls out a gun and shoots Liv in the head, revealing herself as Ghostface. Sidney and Gale arrive, and Richie is revealed to be Tara's attacker and Amber's accomplice. He stabs Sam, and then he and Amber take Sam, Sidney, and Gale into the kitchen where Sidney had first faced off against Billy and Stu. Richie and Amber reveal that they are fans of the Stab film series who met online. Disappointed in the trajectory taken with the most recent film, Stab 8, they decided to embark on a new killing spree, bringing back the original cast in order to provide new and improved source material for a future requel Stab film, and they intend to frame Sam as the killer, being as how she is Billy Loomis's daughter. Gale breaks free and shoots Amber, who lands on the stove and is set on fire. Sam is injured but sees another hallucination of Billy, which brings her attention to Amber's abandoned knife. Embracing her paternal heritage, Sam uses the knife to stab Richie repeatedly before shooting and killing him. A horribly burnt Amber attempts to once again attack the group, but is shot to death by Tara. Tara, Chad, and Mindy are then loaded into ambulances in order to be taken to the hospital, and Sam thanks Sidney and Gale for their assistance. Gale refuses to write about the new murders and give the killers any kind of notoriety, opting instead to write a tribute to Dewey. Sam joins Tara in the ambulance, and the night's events are covered in a news report as our movie comes to its end. For everything I said negative about Scream 4, I thoroughly enjoyed Scream 5. And I think the reason that I enjoyed it is because of the requel mentality, as Mindy pointed out. There's a scene when she goes through the rules of the requel, much like her Uncle Randy had done in the original Scream. And she talks about how Jurassic Park and Star Wars, etc., have all followed these rules. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching her and I'm like, God damn it, this chick is doing it again. She's doing the same thing to me now that her uncle did in the original Scream. However, for some reason, though, I didn't mind it as much because we're not just talking about horror movies in general, we're talking about requels across the board. You know, you think about The Force Awakens and how we're introduced to the new characters, Rey and Finn and Poe, but we also get Han and Leia and Chewie back. And Han and Leia are the father and mother of Kylo Ren. And how all these things just intertwine together. And that's really what they did here. You've got the daughter of Billy Loomis, you know, one of the original characters and killers. You've got the nephew of Stu Macher. You've got Stu Macher's home. You know, the daughter of Billy Loomis is not the killer. She's actually the heroine this time. She is Sidney. And just the way that they weaved everything, I thought it was handled so well. I was sad when Dewey died. I was even sadder when Gale arrived on the scene and saw the body bag and realized that it was Dewey who was dead. It took me back to the scene in The Rise of Skywalker when Chewie finds out that Leia is dead. The death of Leia did not hit me. The death of Dewey did not hit me. Chewie's reaction, Gale's reaction is what got to me. Because you feel their emotion and pain. They should have just done away with Scream 4 and made this Scream 4, in my opinion. I think it would have been so much better that way. Personal opinion. I'm curious to know what you guys think, though. When it comes to my rating for Scream 5, I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Room for improvement, yes, but I like how everything was brought together. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. But let's conversate, let's discuss, let's debate, let's interact about Scream 5. And make sure you guys tune in at the top of the half hour, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And it's new release Saturday. I'm going to be discussing the Hulu original film, Grim Cuddy, starring Sarah Wolfkind, Shannon Sossaman, Usman Ali, Callan Ferris, Joel Ezra Hebner, and Tate Moore. And then later this evening, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as on the Jeff Meacham Network and across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media, it'll be time once again for Open Mic Night. Myself, Noah Foster, James Hebert, possibly an appearance by Jeff himself. I'm not sure of his schedule just yet. All convening to discuss the latest topics in the world of professional wrestling. Damn it. And then tomorrow, back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, it'll be time to once again step into the war zone. That's right, it'll be time for another episode of the Weekly Acquisition Report, where I show you the latest additions to my ever-growing movie library. And then at the top of the half hour, right after that, will be another edition of Renegades Reviews, where I take a look at the first of two films in the Hocus Pocus series, starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, Doug Jones, and Thora Birch. You're not going to want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, right here on Renegades Reviews, right here on Open Mic Night, right here on the War Zone, or even over on the Jeff Meacham Network and across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. So much content coming in the next few days. Make sure you stay tuned and you tune in for it. To all my loyal fans and viewers, thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out on any of the content that'll be coming to you in the next few days, whether it's pre-taped or live. That notification bell will alert you when content goes on the channel here. Make sure you share this video with your family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, movie fanatics, cinephiles, Wes Craven fans, Scream fans, David Arquette fans, Courtney Cox fans, Neve Campbell fans, anybody you can think of who would enjoy this film and this movie review. Share the content with them. It's the only way we're going to boost up my visibility in YouTube's algorithms so I can eventually get monetized and make some money on this endeavor. Thank you once again to everyone who tuned in and joined me today. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And I will see you guys next time.